Hello guys, I know this is the third video of today. Today I've just kind of been like lacking and slacking on literally everything else, I promise. It's been so embarrassing. So I feel like I am going to do another vlog. I've just been wanting it, not vlog. I've been suggested and recommended vlogging. I'm not going to do vlogging. I'm not going to carry around a phone everywhere. But now, so I'm going to yap as I put away my laundry. But no, I'm just trying to get back in the swing of things, y'all. I just had some vegetable juice. And this. But I've been thinking a lot lately about like to have a child or not to have a child. That is the question. Cause a lot of me worries that I think I mentioned it in my last videos, but a big part of me worries that I'm gonna use a child as a scapegoat. Like, I take care of my family. Like, I clean, I wake some of them up, and I just help a lot. I just help out a lot. So I'm very used to, like, serving per se, or like doing stuff. So for me, it's like, part of me feels like I need something to care for. I need something to take care of per se. And I feel like a child is like almost like the next best thing. But I'm debating on if my affection and my want to care for people is in need, not necessarily need, but like a want I have dearly, or if it's a want I have because I'm comfortable doing that. I just wonder how I would be without caring for somebody in that kind of way. And I don't mean the normal, typical, just being a kind person. Like, beyond that, truly taking care of something as your own child. I'm used to that. I've adapted to that. So, part of me wonders if I'll use that as just an escape, so I don't have to face who I will be without giving my affection to people. Or I wonder if part of me is still clinging to that need or want to be rough to succeed. I'm just curious. But I feel like I just don't know who I am without serving. Maybe it's love, and I feel like who is anybody without the love they have for anything? You know? Apathy is the death of the soul. But I'm just not sure. That's why I really like doing these verbal journals, because it helps me like talk more on my toes. Because if you know me personally, I'll like hold on, or like I'll like I need to think, or I'm trying to phrase it right per se. But this really helps me like get better at just talking, you know? Helps me get better at like actually getting my words out, saying what I want to say, you know? It's good for me. That's why it kind of annoys me. I just like it. Like, I don't know, it's kind of like eating your vegetables. Like, part of me doesn't like eating vegetables, or part of me does. I don't know. I'm kind of losing my point here. But I don't know. I feel like it's something everybody has to think about. Because I feel like too many people will jump from serving like their family to their child to their spouse, and if your spouse should die, if your children should move away, who are you as a person? I want to know who I am as a person. I don't want to be like oh, I'm not taking care of my family, let me take care of my spouse. You know? Obviously, I will take care of my spouse. I'm saying, like, right now, taking care of my family is a big part of my routine. And I don't see that as bad. I don't even see that as evil. But I've learned that I rely too much on their presence. I rely too much on the validation I get from caring for them, per se. It makes me feel like, oh, I'm a good person, but it kind of holds me back in a way because something I do is I do like to take care of everybody before I take care of myself. So sometimes if I have like a block in my writing, or I don't draw, or I don't sew, or I'm unmotivated, or I'm just sad, I just be like, okay, let me clean up around the house. And I clean every day, but like then I'm like extra cleaning, and then I'm checking in on everybody, and it's just like it makes me like, oh, I'm doing something productive, I'm doing something for myself, but really I'm not doing anything for myself. I'm doing stuff for others. And there's nothing wrong with caring for people, caring for your family, but I'm talking about my own personal experience. Too many times people will hear what others say, relate to them, and then try and take their same actions. But yeah. Also, I just feel like I've been kind of discouraged lately by the people around me, and I feel like my family can kind of be like, stick to what you know. Like, they're kind of like, whenever I try some stuff new, sometimes they'll be like, it's not your gift. God forbid someone works hard on a passion they're not good at. Like, I feel like my family is like, either be a natural talent at it or don't do it at all. And it's kind of annoying because I'm like, I'm gonna try new things, I'm gonna do stuff, but I get scared because it's like, oh, my family would be like, oh, no, that's not good. Like, I remember when I first did oil pastel, it was so bad. Like, the first thing I did, it definitely made me think of kindergarten. And my whole family told me that. They were all like, oh, yeah, no. And like, yeah, just don't do it. Just like, they were like, you wasted money on that, And then like, after a few more times, they were like, wait, that's too. But that's what I'm saying. I feel like everybody hates. Like, that's what makes me so sad. But it also makes me more inclined to love. And it makes me more inclined to be somebody out there pushing out all this love and not needing anything to feed into me for me to give to people. I don't need someone by my side, or I don't need it to constantly pour in to pour out, because I'm not a river, I am an ocean. I am like I don't need a source if I am the source of my own love and joy. And I just feel like I am gonna start trying new stuff. Like, this was definitely a new thing. When I first did it, my brother, like, I think it's like the first video was like cold pizza and philosophy, and then the second video was like explaining my embracing my expansion, and then my friend was like, you think that's gonna go somewhere, Bookie? Like, it just wasn't like encouraging per se. But I was just like, yeah, okay, whatever. I love embarrassing myself. It's good for you. But no, they were like, sure, but like now they're walking on my videos and like, wait, that's a good topic. Wait, someone's gonna like that. Wait, inspiration, and that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody hates you while you're starting, especially like, I'm very good at embarrassing myself, but then I get things that I want in life. Like, when I first started doing poetry, it was in 7th grade in New York, and Miss Kimberlin's or Kittredge, Miss Kittredge's class. We just finished reading The Outsider, I think, and we were on some poetry segment, and she was like using the same rhyme scheme as, oh my gosh. Okay, now I remember. I forgot how it happened. I'm probably gonna mess up the timeline, but I had a crush. And I wrote a poem and I left it in her class because I was like, yeah, whatever. And I threw it on the ground. Like, when I read it to my friend and they were like, yeah, it's good. Give it to them. No. So, so I crumbled it and threw it on the ground because I was like, someone's going to throw it away or someone's going to pick it up and laugh at it. The F. And tell me why it was giving. It was like a little show or whatever. And I was like, why are you, like, in my head I was like, why are you trying to be so cute right now? Like, because she was like, as anybody in this class has this poem, she takes it and she's like, read to me the film. And I'm like, oh my god, stop. I put my description in there, so like the class started turning towards me, like, and I grabbed it from her hands and I sat right back down. I didn't talk the rest of the class. Like, there was no reason for her to do that even. Did I embarrass myself? Yes. Was my heart racing? Yes. Did I run away? Yes. But I did it. And then I was like the poet of the class. Like, when in the poetry segment, I understood everything there was to understand. And I held my friends on the dream deferred poem. And it was good. And she was like, oh wow, this is good. But you didn't follow the lesson. I was like, but it's good. She was like, redo it or you're getting it up. So I did it, but everybody was like, oh, this, that, what is it? And I knew it. I don't know titles, y'all. I can't do figurative language for the life of me. If someone's like, what's a simile? What's an onomatopoeia? I don't know. I don't know. It's something in my brain. Wait, hold on. Hold on, I gotta take this. Okay, we're back on track, but I feel like embarrassing yourself is so refreshing. It's so good. Like, was me showing my little drawings on here embarrassing? Yes. But I know some lighter art person like, amazing. 16 of them right now. And I know, and look at me, I won a Silver Key Award for my writing. I'm saying, like, embarrassing stuff is only embarrassing until you're successful. Stay with me now. I'm saying, like, it's embarrassing to first ride a bike. You're a cyclist. Like, everybody's so scared to be embarrassed and laughed at. I kind of am too, but my brain is, I kind of just be like, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. I wish I could have that kind of mentality when I have laundry, though. Because I hate laundry. With all my life. I'm sorry. I know I'm not supposed to hate anything. I hate it. I hate it. I can love everything in the world except doing laundry. I feel like it's just such a depressing cycle. You fold the clothes, to unfold them, to wear them. And then after you wear them, you put them in a basket. The basket you take to the laundromat, to your dryer and washer. You wash them, fold them, to unfold them, and wear them again. It's like, I don't know, y'all. But I feel like videos are good for me. Like, it's like it's a very good way for me to get out how I feel. I'm still obsessed with Taylor Lusso. I don't know, I feel like I really like being gentle. I like being kind. So I feel like it was amazing to see. It was amazing to watch her speeches and see her stutter or go back over her words and stuff. And it was amazing that she didn't make eye contact with the room. Like, that's something I do. I have a habit. Like, even when I talk to people, I like look down or I laugh to myself. And it was very nice to see her do it because it was like, me too, guys. And sometimes I just feel like I have to be very loud and comedic. So it was refreshing that I can be silent. I feel like it was like a silent kind of weird. I feel like I like that. But no, I feel like being embarrassing is so fun. Like, I don't mean like embarrassing like you just did a cartwheel and hit someone in the head at a restaurant. A black dress restaurant. You're embarrassing yourself. It's not like regular, like, I made this. Look at it. It's nice. It's like, it feels like when you're sore and you stretch. For me, like, I remember for the classic awards, you had to go up and like say your name, your school, and what you won. So it's like, I hate public speaking. You know me personally, I hate it. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. So I had to go up there. And I honestly, I smiled. And I was like, my name, I'm leaving. Like, it was, I said, I don't even know what I said. I just like ran through it so quickly. But no, it's nice. I'm very obsessed with embarrassing myself because it's fun. It's funny. Not funny, but it's fun. Like, I'm doing theater next year. Do I like theater? I like the people in theater. Do I like the stuff for theater? No. I don't like going on stage. I don't like talking on stage. I don't like performing. I don't like acting because I have a hard time taking myself serious when I act. So it's gonna be a big challenge, but that's what I love. I love challenges. I love enigmas. I love confusing things, you know? I love figuring stuff out. I love being bad at something. Like, I feel like people are like only find beauty in typical stuff. Like, I read this one quote, and I feel like it described the way I think very perfectly, and it was like, to love a flower is ordinary, but to love a leaf is to love the ordinary, and that is extraordinary. And I like it because a flower is made to be loved, it's made to be adored, it's the main source of attraction. You're not doing anything out there, but to find love in something as simplistic as a leaf is to love its soul, to love its being. And I feel like a lot of times I do love leaves. And my desire is not to find flowers. My desire is to be a flower, but I do want to find love in ordinary things, and I do. I like waking up early. I like sweeping. I don't like laundry. But, you know, I like doing this. I like talking. I like connecting with people. Maybe that's not ordinary because connection is like one of the last things we have. But I feel like people are so weird. Like they're so judgmental, and like they don't take themselves seriously, and I can relate to this so much. I don't take myself seriously a lot because it's easier to kind of just shove it off or do whatever. It's better to fail. That's what I heard. Like, this is quote. It's better to fail like on purpose than to give your all and still fail. You know? And I disagree. Loki. Because I've been giving it my all and I fail. And I love that. I love in that moment, that failure, because it means I'm already in a position to get better. You're not in a position to get better if you're just on your phone. Look at this dumb thing right here on my For You page talking about, look at my Picasso drawing, get off. But then when they're actually somewhere, there's something, then you look up their video on YouTube, then you're like, interview with blah 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 blah. You know, like I remember I see so many like small creators like actually blowing up, like this one, Jada Bunny. I remember like their first video, and it was like in this pink room, and it was very nice. And I remember I was kind of like disinterested because I was just like, what are you going on about? But I continue watching. It was very refreshing. It's kind of like how my videos are, and it was like an interesting experience. But like now seeing them now, like fashion brands. I heard they were in some short film. It's like so interesting. I feel like it's so embarrassing coming on here and talking and just being like mentioning people that are like real, because then if someone like maybe one day they'll see it and be like, what are you talking about? You know, it's just so weird, like especially because if I do like promote my channel or I put this on Instagram or something like as my note, people will be like, because I go to school with so many people, and honestly I want to do it. I feel like it's fun, but I just don't know. I think it's really embarrassing to come on here and be like, because sometimes I realize I'm real. I'm like, I'm in front of a camera. One day I could blow up and everybody knows all my business. But no, I feel like that's what I know it's scary. I feel like people talk so much smack and they're like, oh, everybody says success is scary. It is for me. Like, when modeling agencies call me back like the same day, I don't pick up. I get scared. I quiver a little. I'm like, ugh, because it's like, what do you mean you want me? But I'm saying it's scary. So I like doing this. Is like another step, but I feel like I keep getting stuck on this step, and I wanna move on. But what's it called? I think I don't want a child. I think I want to explore who I am as a person first. But I think I'm always ready to give my love. I think that's something I'm ever ashamed of, and I feel like I've known that my whole life. I know I wasn't gonna end up alone, or I wasn't gonna live my life alone. That's such a depressing thought for me personally, because I know I have so much left to give, and not in some platonic way. So many times people are like, oh, you can just have friends. It's not for me, and I feel like so many people will look back on the stuff you said and be like, oh, you said that. Said is such a key word. It's past tense, and as you go on, you change, you know? So, yeah, I'm glad I said that. I don't think the same way anymore. And I just hate people do that, because then it's like, oh, you said so you have to believe it forever. I was 12. But okay. And it's just like so many people don't know behind the scenes of stuff, so they're so assumative. And like, oh, but this is that and third. But that's only what I showed you. That's only what I allowed you to think, because I know how you think. I feel like I'm very observant, and I know I can unwire people to understand them, and I can then learn what to do and what to say to get reactions. Maybe that's crazy, but not like a manipulator, like you do what I want kind of way, but more like a, so I don't overstep. So like, I don't like to share my personal business with people, like, or my friends. I don't like to be like, I'm dating my life. My mom's dead. Like, what? I don't know, it's me personally. Like, I don't want my friends' hangouts to be like vent sessions for me, because then it's going to turn into my business and my stuff, and my time with my friends is precious to me because I don't get it often. So I don't want it to just be about me. That's why when I do talk about it, sometimes I'm like, sorry. But no, I feel like I'm getting to a point in my talking where I'm very unmotivated to vlog anymore, or like where it's kind of like, okay, you did this, you did that, you got what you wanted to get out, do this laundry, sweep. It's supposed to work out. And my sewing machine, I have to read the manual. I think I'm gonna put my laundry away. I'm gonna learn my manual, I'm gonna sew. And then if there's time, I'll work out. But I just feel like I really want to embarrass myself. And I feel like I'm so scared to try things that people around me try, because my family's kind of like, no, it's my thing. Like, I remember when I first started drawing, my sister was like, oh, how would you feel if I started doing poetry and using clay, da 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 da? And I was like, do it. Like, I feel like you shouldn't limit yourself to only one medium. I don't know why you drew a circle of salt around yourself and deemed everything else besides what comes to you naturally as evil or vile, or something to lead you astray from your path. That's not how I think. I feel like I am elaborate enough and multifaceted enough to where I can express myself thoroughly and satisfyingly through so many mediums, and I'm not gonna let myself not explore them because I have a fear of somebody telling me that. That's my thing. Do your thing. But I don't know, I think it's just why I have a fear. I feel like sometimes if my friends will tell me, oh, I do this, I do that, I'm like, my brain's like, what if I try that? And it's not like I'm gonna give all my all into this. I'm gonna take your career from you. It's just like, I probably wants to try it, probably wants to know who I am. How can you learn anything about yourself if you can't learn anything about the world? how can you know what you love if you love nothing?